The Forbidden City. What an amazing history. Let us take you on this journey. Join us as we go through the Forbidden City.
Entering the Forbidden City is like walking back in history. Construction on the city began in 1406 and ended in 1420. It was built for the Ming emperors of China. The grand terraces and large stone carvings were made of stone from quarries near Beijing.
The larger pieces could not be transported conventionally. Instead, wells were dug along the way. Water from the wells was poured on the road in deep winter, forming a layer of ice. Then, the stones were dragged along the ice.
The surface of this courtyard is 15 layers deep. They built it like that so nobody could dig a tunnel underneath to get to the emperor. There are no trees on the courtyard, so no one can hide in a tree to get to the emperor. Oh, this is security.
Construction lasted 15 years and employed the work of 100,000 skilled artisans and up to 1 million laborers.
This is the courtyard, the inner courtyard of the Forbidden City. What an amazing experience this is. I've seen it on movies, seen it on television, but actually being here in person, feeling this history, seeing the excitement of all the people who are here to see it. This trip is unbelievable.
Security was very much present everywhere we went in the Forbidden City. There was so much to see that we couldn't take it all in a few hours. So we knew we'd have to return, and that's exactly what we did 6 months later.
Here we are, back in the Forbidden City.
The magnitude of our first visit was so overwhelming that we wanted to return to take in a little bit more of this magnificent city.
How's your conditioning, Adrian?
So far, so good. I'm glad I trained for this
Glad
trip.
you've been going to the gym, aren't you?
Yes, indeed. You
Conditioning-
gotta be fit to travel.
Conditioning is part of it
We've already walked 3 miles today.
here in the Forbidden City. So if you don't train, you pay.
And the Great Wall is tomorrow. This Forbidden Palace has so much interesting history.
The pillars of the most important halls were made of whole logs of precious wood, found in the jungles of southwestern China. The floors of major halls were paved with golden bricks. I mean, it's thousands of people here today, and it's probably like this every day.
After serving as the imperial palace for some 500 years, the Forbidden City became a museum, the Palace Museum, in 1925. It was so interesting to be able to examine the details of this ancient artwork.
horseback. So that's why they use the hammock, the hat, and then they cook the food. And then that's the foundation. That's where the basis of the hot pot. So they invented hot pot.
So that's where the hot pot comes from.
Standing here in this ancient city is kind of surreal, because you can hear and see the echoes of the past. But in the distance there, I can also see the skyscrapers of the skyline of Beijing. So it's a mix of the old and the new.
A trip to China is always a mixture of the ancient and the modern, and that's what makes it such an exciting travel destination.